Weeks after 9/11, US warplanes were bombing al-Qaeda's mountain hideout at Tora Bora. The world's intelligence agencies were in hot pursuit of Osama bin Laden. August Hanning was Germany's Secret Service chief at the time, charged with tracking him down.
He has watched the bombings.
He's watched the bombings? How do we know that?
I know this.
He won't say how he knows, but says agents were feeding him information about the al-Qaeda chief's movements in the months that followed.
We have got always information where he was. And that's the problem. We got it days, weeks later. But he was present there in the region still. He hasn't left the region.
Until late last year, Hanning was one of Germany's top counter-terrorism officials. He agrees with comments made by a senior NATO official to CNN recently that bin Laden is alive and well and in Pakistan.
He is not operational, but I think he knows about the basics. I think he makes strategic decisions, and of course he's a symbol figure. And as a symbol figure he's very important, because to keep al-Qaeda together, I think it's a very important point. Therefore, bin Laden is still a very important man.
Pakistani officials deny bin Laden is on their soil. Hanning blames rogue elements in their intelligence service, the ISI, for hiding him. And he says bin Laden serves a purpose for the Pakistanis.
There are a lot of reasons for the Pakistanis to let the situation as it is now. Because so long bin Laden is in Pakistan, so long Pakistan will get the support from the Americans, to fight against terrorism.
US officials have said recently that al-Qaeda is much weaker, partly because of intensive drone attacks in Pakistan's tribal territories. But Germany's former spy master says that if US troops were to leave Afghanistan with Osama bin Laden still on the loose, that would give it a new lease of life.
I think that would be more comfortable for groups like al-Qaeda. But if they would have the opportunity to operate in Afghanistan, they would use this opportunity as well, of course. Because they could rely on their analysis. If the Western countries would withdraw their troops, it would be very difficult for them to come back.
Western leaders have focused on driving al-Qaeda out of Afghanistan. Now, the message to the Taliban is to abandon their ties with Osama bin Laden if they want a place at the negotiating table. The aim to further isolate the al-Qaeda leadership in an ever-diminishing corner of Pakistan. Nick Robertson, CNN, Kabul, Afghanistan.